Well, good morning on this rather cold winter's morning. Look at it. 0.5 C. That is cold. So how many of you are still out there riding for pleasure? This is meant to be pleasure, this. It's not too cold actually. The visor's steaming up a bit, but it's actually reasonable. Heated grips have already kicked in, so that's good. I thought I just want to get out today for a little ride. Feel like I haven't ridden that much this year. I've done a few thousand, probably done about 4,000 miles, so it's okay, but I don't feel like I've done a lot this year. Just having a little think where we could go. There's a nice little green lane down here which is suitable for this old tank. Oh yeah, it's a bit icy down here, isn't it? Oh well, let's take it easy. The bike needs a bloody good wash today anyway, so. Yeah, look at this. This is quite hard because it's all frozen. So I suppose we can say we're doing a bit of green laning on the GS. Green laning with handlebar muffs on. I don't ride miles today on the road. It is quite cold. Oh, look at this. It's quite thick, the ice. That's about 1/4 of an inch thick. Of course, it's really flooded. Lovely old cottage, isn't it, in the middle of the forest? Might be a bit spooky at night though. Yeah, I'm certainly not going to be going very fast down here. About 10-15 miles an hour would be about as much as I want to do. Yeah, that's quite icy, that mud. Quite slippery. We haven't really got off-road tyres on this, so we don't want to drop her. The cold weather has really hit us in the last couple of days. It's freezing. Yeah, it's all about taking it easy on a big old heavy bike like this. Once she goes, she goes. Now, do I do the next one? The next one's actually I should do the next one, because the next one's not really that. It's not wet, it's quite sandy, but this is really wet. As I say, we've just got really sort of 90% road tyres on this, so we don't want to be going too mad. I certainly don't want to drop her. I mean, I would never buy a bike like this thinking that I was going to off-road it anyway, you know, seriously. I mean, I suppose if he was a real man you could, but I just These are just so heavy. You're much better off with a light sort of road trials or enduro bike, or trail bike, you know. God, it's actually really slippery, that sand. Do we chance second gear? Let's be a devil and go for it. Oh. Does look picturesque though, doesn't it, with all the frost-covered trees. Suppose I should get on the other side of the road, really. Some lunatic and an enduro bike come flying down there, we'll have a head on. Ugh. God. That's funny, there's quite a lot of logs put on the road here. I don't know whether the Forestry Commission have sort of done it to slow people down, because people sort of drive up and down here in 4x4s and sort of bikes really quickly, or whether they're just trying to stop people come down. But they haven't put any signs up to say you can't come down, but it's certainly the idea with all these logs. It's nice through here, it's a lovely track this. There's quite a few nice tracks around here. It's nice that most of them are open though, and I like tracks where they go through forest. It's what's nice about Surrey and Hampshire and that, the lanes are really enclosed. These are quite easy to ride down on anything. I mean, they're not particularly challenging lanes. Well, that's the thing with green laning. It's better when you've got hard lanes to get through. You know, just going down graded tracks, or you know, tracks like this. Yeah, you could do it on a bloody road bike if you was careful. I mean, this is virtually a road bike, isn't it? But yeah, you sort of want stuff that's sort of makes you work a bit hard. I love sort of climbing up steep climbs on an off-road bike. You know, it's quite challenging. This is quite interesting though. It's quite slippery. I'll tell you what, this is very slippery. This, our bike's going all over the shop. The name of the game here is not to go too fast. The guy that I brought this off of, bless him, it was his pride and joy. It was never used in the winter or anything. Look what I'm doing to it. Mind you, I will be giving this a bloody good clean this afternoon, and yeah, it's not going to hurt it. Cool, yeah, it's getting a bit slippery now. Plenty of clutch action here. I certainly wouldn't have done this on my old water-cooled 1200, that would be far too heavy. That's better. It's getting quite slippery back there. There we are, nearly at the end. Should be glad to get back on the road. Lovely winter's day though, isn't it? Look at that. The beautiful sights of Thetford Forest. And we haven't been disturbed by one hooligan on an enduro bike. How about that? Let's go and get the DR out, eh? Well, there we are. There's the, I think this is the Harlin Drove in Thetford Forest, which is a legal byway. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.